So we're coming to you just after dinner, Fidelma Russo's day 3 keynote.
That's right.
Day 3. We're losing track of the days. Day 3 keynote here at HPE Discover. I think for me there was a lot of payload. Fidelma runs a large part of the portfolio. She's got Morpheus, OpsRamp, computer management, the storage piece, a lot of the compute. There was a lot in there to unpack. What were your takeaways, Ron?
Yeah, I think the main thing is enabling the agentic enterprise vision. That is, agentic operations will now become essential to how any enterprise organization out there can successsily advance their AI journey. And I think one thing that is very key is the fact that storage is has been called storage, will now play a data intelligence role.
It's kind of moving up the stack a little bit.
Exactly.
She led off with a real sort of discussion around token economics.
Yes.
And the role that HPE plays in that, which I thought was fascinating.
Yeah, no, I think that fully aligns with what we're seeing, with what the ecosystem is experiencing. That is, tokenomics is not only token consumption, but being a token producer, and the ability to really, strike that balance optimally. And so I thought it was very exciting to see the Alletra 10,000 product also announced at the event. And so what that is doing is enabling the optimization of KV cache capabilities.
Context, right, moving it up into context.
Exactly, GPU acceleration optimization. And so that will allow organizations to reduce the complexity to be able to make sure their GPUs are humming along and aren't, waiting around, and also assuring that the agentic operations as a result will not be bogged down by waiting for GPUs to respond. So I think that's very exciting.
These are expensive things, both from procurement point of view, but to run and operate, you want them absolutely humming along and getting the most from them. And I took that away that it's part of a wider token economics discussion. But it's crucial at that infrastructure layer to be twisting that and making sure you're getting the most from it.
Right on. I think it's about intelligence. It's about making the infrastructure intelligent, but also the compute more intelligently efficient. And as a result, it's still speeds and feeds are important, but now the conversation with the decision makers, with the CXOs, is about how can we really make both the compute and the infrastructure work together in a way that ensures, of course, business outcomes are improved, but also avoiding some of the challenges that are ongoing right now can be solved.
The other piece for me, she went through the OpsRamp, compute ops management, kind of Morpheus, Certo portfolio. A lot of this focus on helping people trying to make this transition, the sort of free for a year. I need to unpack what's below that commercially, but that was interesting, I thought. And really just this shift to more of an agentic ops. I think for me, HP's got some branding and product naming work to do. There's private cloud AI, there's Morpheus, OpsRamp, Certo. There's a bit of a word salad there with a branding piece of it. But we shouldn't take away that they've got a really robust software portfolio designed for where a lot of enterprises are going, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a good challenge to have. They certainly have all the assets, I believe,
to really drive.
Exactly, and I think the ecosystem influence to match it. So yes, I think they will have more streamlined branding, for instance, to help, along with
time, I think.
Exactly, and they've been here before. So this is something that HPE has in its DNA, the ability to, how can we, make our messaging sharper, as well as understanding the portfolio.
We wouldn't be analysts if we were happy with everything, would we, Ron? We got to pick at something. But no, I think at Fidelma, it's a huge portfolio. She's got all arguably the interesting stuff outside of what Rami's got with the networking. So there's a lot of payload, there's a lot of smaller solutions that she needs to cover. So I thought she did a great job.
Yeah, I think Fidelma really hit the most important notes, and that is, okay, how can agentic enterprises really hit their full stride? I fully agree that we're moving beyond the experimentation phase, and now it's about production and how that production is going to impact just how any organization can be successful using AI.
She had some real good customer vignettes, I thought, and really sort of talked to that point around adoption. So that was fascinating for me, I thought.
Yeah, it's always good to hear from the customers. I think it just augments, why HPE, and it's I think reinforces that what they're doing is working, today. And so stay tuned. This will become increasingly not only vital, but also more widely adopted, more widely appreciated, and so forth.
So you've been joining us here. We're coming to you from HPE Discover. We've just been listening to Fidelma Russo's Day 3 keynote. Lots to unpack. We've got a whole bunch of research notes that Ron and I are working on. Please click, like, subscribe, do all those things. Check out the research notes at hyperframeresearch.com, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.